Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. My name is Mike. I'm the moderator in the series of videos that is all about Persian rugs and carpets from around the world. And in this special video, I want to feature a type of silk rug that is not only extremely rare, but it is actually the opposite of what we typically tell clients or that you typically read about, whether it is on the internet or whether you talk to rug dealers, and that is the pure silk Tabriz Persian rugs. The Tabriz rugs are some of the best known high quality Persian rugs. They go back centuries. The city of Tabriz became one of the main rug producing areas in Iran, but the Tabriz rugs are typically wool rugs, and we're talking well over 99% of them. But every once in a while, you will also find weavers who make pure silk Tabriz rugs. And we have, if you have watched my other videos, you will know that we are a wholesale family. We specialize in high quality Persian rugs. This is one of the reasons why you see me oftentimes featuring videos about the Gom rugs, the Nain rugs, the Tabriz rugs. Well, in this entire warehouse, up until today, we only had one pure silk Tabriz rug. And that is the one that's to my right. It's a gombat design, the dome-shaped design. It's a 7 foot by 5 foot. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. We had others. We had actually a twin set by the same weaver, Shirfar. Beautiful piece. The twin set sold a couple of years ago. And the silk Tabriz rugs. And we're talking 100% pure silk, just like the Gom rugs, just like the Harike rugs. The Tabriz silk rugs are so extremely rare that that is the only piece we have in our warehouse, and we specialize in the high-end Tabriz rugs. So for a wholesaler like us who specializes in them, when we only have a few of them, and right now we only have this one, you know it's rare. And chances are, even though you may be into Persian rugs, you may own them, or you may just be like so many of our subscribers and viewers, you may be passionate about Persian rugs. There is a very good chance you have never actually seen a pure silk Tabriz rug. Well, here's one, and today we have gotten what I would call a unicorn. This is such a rare piece. This that I'm sitting on right now, and I'm going to focus out of it, is one of two rugs that were custom made for a very wealthy European family back in the mid-70s. We know it was delivered in the early 80s. And this is right here that I'm sitting on, a pure silk round Tabriz rug that is roughly 5.5 meters across, about 16 to 17 feet in diameter. Pure silk Tabriz rug. Never seen one before. We got it here today, and we're going to be doing some restorations to it. And it's going back to the family. I asked them for their permission. I got their blessing. I wanted to basically feature it in this video. So since the silk rugs are so extremely rare, and again, I'm referring to the silk Tabriz rugs. When I saw this piece, I figured this is perfect. We have one in the warehouse that's a new piece. I can show you the new one versus one that's about 40 to 50 years old. And being that they're both pure silk, I'm going to show you some of the features, because in the pure silk Tabriz rugs, the knot count is actually, the visible knot count is nowhere near what you expect them to be, and yet they are extremely valuable. But instead of me telling you about them, I'm going to do what I always do and get behind the camera, and then I can actually show you what it is that I'm talking about. So I'm going to see you again here in just a second. So here I'm back again behind the camera as always, and just to get things started, we could literally not lay out this entire round rug because of the width. We have this thing is huge, and it is literally, as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to walk around it. This is the first time that I have seen a pure silk Tabriz rug of this size that I was actually able to hold in my hands. Yes, if you go on the internet, you are going to find huge rugs. Yes, you can find them sometimes in museums if you go to certain places like Turkey or Iran, or if you go to exhibitions, conventions, sometimes they show pieces. But I'm talking about a rug that, as you can see, I am literally running my fingers through. And when it comes to these types of rugs, I can say this is a first for me. Just to give you a little bit of a background idea, we're talking about one of the rarest types of pure silk, high quality handmade rugs. There are the Gom and the Hurricane that you see that I typically feature in my videos. But here we have, these are genuine Tabriz rugs. And what is unique about the Tabriz rugs is that they are made with a double knot, the Turkish knot, and the same mythology, the same techniques are used to make the pure silk rugs. And just to give you an idea what this means, I'm just going to flip this round rug over. From the back of it, this could look like a very high quality Tabriz wool rug. The knots, very similar. And as I always do, if you look at the KPSI, you're looking at 500 to 600. This is a very, very fine piece. But it is nowhere near as fine as the Gom rugs. So one of the questions that I've had from clients is, why are the pure silk Tabriz rugs sometimes even more expensive than the pure silk Gom rugs? Tabriz, and I'm just going to go over here. Here we have a whole stack of Gom rugs. All of these Gom rugs, they tend to have a much higher knot count than the Tabriz. Yet the Tabriz have higher price at times. So the Goms have a higher KPSI, Tabriz are more expensive. And the question sometimes is asked why. Well, the difference is double knot on the Tabriz. Regular Persian Gom rugs have what is known as a Persian knot, which is kind of like a single knot. It is much, much more difficult to weave a double knot into a Tabriz, into silk rug. This is also why the Hurricane pieces, for example, they tend to be much more expensive than the Gom rugs. Even though Hurricane and Gom, when you look at, you look at similar pieces that have the same knot count, the Hurricane have a double knot. But with the Tabriz, the thickness of the silk, the density, this is a much, much more durable rug than the pure silk gome. And here is a perfect example with this round piece. This round piece was used in a formal room, but it had furniture on it, it had chairs and tables on it, and unfortunately, this is before it's being restored and cleaned and everything. So, unfortunately, like I said, if this was a brand new piece, it would be so much shinier and everything. I mean, this piece has been used for decades, but it is, when you talk about workmanship and when you talk about durability, a Tabriz pure silk rug is much more durable than a gome, especially if you're going to be using it under furniture and everything. But these are such rare pieces. Like I said, when you look around the warehouse, and I do apologize, this is a wholesale business. We have had our clients, we're taking a lunch break right now, and so I'm here right now taking a quick video. And just so that you can see, of all the rugs in the warehouse, this right here is the only pure silk Tabriz that we have. These are rare, and I know I've already said that a bunch of times, but I'm trying to get this across. If you are someone who is passionate about Persian rugs and you're looking at getting a silk rug, I always tell my clients, if you're going to be asking about a Tabriz pure silk piece, don't be saying what size you want. Just ask them if they have any at all. This is how rare they are. And I'm just, and I keep folks walking around this round piece because there's so much detailing here. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And I thought I saw a signature here somewhere, lost it again. I'm sure I'm going to be finding it as soon as I turn the camera off. But I just wanted to show you something that is, again, this rug right here is one of two very, very special custom ordered pieces. This round rug right here was probably 5-6 years easily of work. We're talking 5 to 6 weavers working 5 or 6 years full time on one rug. This is why these types of rugs, it's virtually unheard of to see them being made today. In the old days, this rug right here, back in I think the family paid something like $300,000. We're talking 1982, 83. So just imagine what this rug would cost today. This is an old, very, very rare piece. The labor today would be unimaginable. This is also why, for example, the Turkish harike rugs have become all but obsolete. The labor cost today, compared to 40, 50, 60 years ago, is so much higher that it is simply not possible to pay 5 weavers, 6 weavers to sit there. Imagine paying 5 workers, highly skilled workers, for 5 or 6 years to sit there and to make something, whether it's a rug, whether it's building a house, whether it's building a car, you name it. 5 skilled workers for 5 years. That's 25 years of labor into making this single rug. You do the math on how much the labor cost alone would be. And then you add material, you add time, you add business expenses, and then you're also going to be including a fair size profit. And you are looking at a rug that if it was brand new, if this rug was being made right now, this would be well north of $500,000. This is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm calling it a unicorn because this is a type of rug that I've been in the rug business. Well, I was born into it. And so 52 years of looking at the rug at the time this video is being made, and this is the first one that I've seen. So I wanted to show you the details of it and just share with you a type of rug that you may never see in person. But I think for someone who is passionate about rugs, you are going to appreciate this video. And so I hope you enjoyed it. If I go on and on about these types of things, and I do at times, I apologize for being somewhat repetitive at times. This is such a unique piece. And there are so many times that I've come across rugs like these that I feel compelled just to keep on talking. So anyways, I wish you all the very best. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section, and or visit us at mprugs.com, and we hope to bring you many more videos as time goes on. Best wishes from all of us. Take care. Bye-bye.